Happy Sunday, friend. I'm back. I told you I would be back. And let's discuss some questions from the 3001 questions all about me. Let's do it. Hey, friends. Happy Sunday. I hope that you are well today. I woke up this morning really early and I'm like, what am I going to do today? And I had something different planned, but I didn't have it all written up, and I need to have it written up so I can give you the right information. So today, I figured we'd have some fun this morning and do some 3001 questions all about me or whatever. It's morning where I am right now. Actually, morning is getting ready to be over in about 4 minutes, and it's 11:56, and I've just been taking my time. Usually I get up early and I really put my thought into what I'm going to talk about and what I'm going to film, because I'm so excited to see you, my beautiful friend, and I hope that you woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. And even if you didn't, I still love you, and I hope that you get to feeling better today. I hope you love yourself today, because that is so important. So important. We have to love us, because if we don't love us, who else will? I love me some me. So I hope you love you some you. That's important. So if you're new here, my name is Alexis, but my friends here call me Lexi. And as of this week, they call me Sexy Lexi. So, there you have it. Thank you to the Miss Althea Grace, who coined me Sexy Lexi. So I will forever be Sexy Lexi, because the Soul Whisperer said so. So there. So anyway, I hope all is well. I slept well last night. It was raining here, and today it's supposed to be 66 degrees. Last night it was maybe 30-something degrees. It's just weird. The weather is just doing all kinds of crazy things in September. Oh my goodness. In February, but we'll be in September close enough. In February, love month. And so, yeah, I slept really good, and I woke up so early. Like, I woke up at about 6. It might have been before 6. And I dozed off a little bit here and there. And then I'm like, you know what? I need to get up and start my day, make up my bed, get Yappy together, get our stuff together. If you're new here, this is Yappy. And she's my personal support chihuahua. She's always here with me. She keeps me company here while I'm visiting with you, my beautiful friend. So, yeah, I hope you're well. I want to welcome all our new subscribers. We have gained 61 subscribers within the last 28 days. Can you imagine? Can you believe that? I can't. But we have, and I am so grateful. Oh my goodness, I am so grateful to you, my new friend. So grateful to you. I thank you for being here, for trusting me with your time, and just coming in to see what this pink-haired Leo lady is doing. I'm wearing my Leo colors today. Orange, yellow, burnt orange and yellow. This is a beautiful caftan. It's long, goes all the way down. I have on black leggings though, but it's long. And I got this from my bestie who lives here in Robbins, North Carolina. And it's so beautiful, and I just love it. It makes me feel pretty, and I love it. And I figured I'd wear it for you all today, because it's Sunday after all. So I'm wearing a little Sunday best today, my Sunday best caftan today for you. Kind of brighten things up here a little bit. So let's get to our first question from our book. So the first question that I picked out was, would people say that I'm always accessible? And I have to say, yes. Certain people would probably say no, because there are certain people that kind of drain me, and I'm not accessible to them. These are the people who I don't talk to on a daily basis. They are acquaintances of mine. And I wouldn't even really call them friends per se. They're more acquaintances than friends because I don't have a relationship with them like that, like I do with you. And so they, I say they. It may only be one person, but it's a couple, but I say they. When they call and I'm not available, they will keep blowing up my phone over and over and over. And like they will call me sometimes 8 times in a row. And if I didn't answer the first time, what makes you think that I'm going to answer the 8th time that you call me consecutively in a row? I'm not. So those are the people who I'm definitely not accessible to. But mostly everybody in my life, I am accessible. You know, when you call me, I'm here. Unless I'm just literally not near, I don't have my phone in my hand, or I've gone to the bathroom, left my phone or something like that, or I'm sleeping, I'm always accessible. When I'm sleeping though, I have my ringers off on my phone, and I try to turn everything on when I first get up, but I don't sleep with ringers on because I feel like if it is an emergency, and God forbid, and somebody calls me in the middle of the night, there's nothing I can do anyway. And so therefore, I can handle it in the morning because what can I do? What can I do? Especially the main person who needs me in the middle of the night is my daughter, and she's in the next room. So I don't need to have, and my mother's not here anymore. I never turned off my ringer when my mother was here because she would probably call me at night for something. So I never, when she was able to use a telephone, so I would never turn off my ringer. But now I do. You know, my daughter can just walk in my room if she needs me and say, "Ma, Mom." So yeah, but I am very accessible. When I saw that question, I said, that's a good one. So are you accessible to the people around you? You know, sometimes with energy levels and things, we decide that, you know, no, I'm not going to be accessible. And, you know, with that, those are probably the people or the things that don't serve us well, which is why, you know, we put that off. And I don't let things like that, you know, get to me. Like, I'm not going to just run to a phone and answer it because you're calling me. If I don't feel like talking to you, guess what? I'm not. I'm just not. I have a family member who and a friend, every time the phone rings, they're running to the phone, and, you know, the number comes up, and it's nothing that's registering. They don't know who it is. It could be a bill collector. It could be anybody. They don't know. And they always run to answer the phone. And what annoys me with that is if I'm talking to you and there's call waiting, unless my mother is calling me from the great beyond, I'm not answering the phone. Or if my daughter is out of the house and away from me, then I will answer. But other than that, I'm not answering my phone. If you call me and you don't get me, that means most likely I'm sleeping, I'm busy, or I'm on the road and I can't answer. But I'm always accessible to the people closest to me. I'm always accessible. So I thought that was a really good question because we don't really think about that, you know. Are we accessible? We don't really think about that, but I am generally. And I think a lot of people take advantage of that sometimes. Like for me and another friend of mine, and I think sometimes people take advantage of her, but because they know that she's home all day. You know, people know that I'm home all day, so they figure, oh, well, she's home all day, so why isn't she answering her phone? Well, that's really none of your business. I'm not home for your pleasure. I'm not at your beck and call. So I think, you know, a lot of times people think, oh, well, she doesn't work anymore, so she can just answer the phone or she can do whatever I ask her to do. And that's no, absolutely not. But to my nearest and dearest, yes, I am always accessible, and I will always be accessible to you. Absolutely. Let's see. What's another good one today? Do I have the support that I need? I thought that was a good question. And I have to say, yes, I am very supported by my very close-knit circle. I can't really say that I'm supported by my blood so much. I'm kind of estranged from a lot of my family, not because I want to be, but because they don't live here. You know, the only people that live here are my daughter and I. I do have quote unquote family here who are not my blood family, but we grew up together. I've known them since I'm older than them. I've known them since one was a baby and one wasn't even born yet. And a couple of others who I've known since babies. Now they're all adults with their own children, grandchildren. And so we have a relationship, but it's like kind of out of sight, out of mind. Like I'm always the one to reach out. And a lot of times after my mother first passed, and even before that, because we moved here really a lot because of most of these people are here. And one of them in particular begged my mother and asked her to come here. And I had no relationship with that person at all since she passed. We don't have a relationship. And do I feel sad about it? I do at times. But you know what? We're all adults and we make our choices. And so I can't. I'm not going to kiss somebody's ass just because, you did something for me a long time ago. If I do something for you, it's because I want to, and I do it out of the kindness of my heart, not because I'm expecting anything in return. And that's not how we should do things at all. You do things because you want to do them with grace and gratitude, and no harm to any. You want to do them. So that, just really, really, just makes me, like, okay, if you think that every time I call you, you think I'm calling you because I want something, no. And I usually don't call you even when I do want something. I wouldn't pick you. Not you, but the person, in question. So yeah. But as far as my close-knit people, I'm very supported. And I am very supported by a few of you here on this platform. All of you here support me because you're here. So you all support me. But there are a few of you who are always there. When you listen to me when I'm talking, and you go in and you send me an email or you message me or you say something to me about something, and I know that you're listening. Or you send me something, beautiful things in the mail. I mean, you listen to me and you're supporting me. And that is just an amazing feeling when you have somebody who listens to you and who sees you, because I do see you, I do. And I hope you know that. I hope you know that. And so it's so important to be supported by our loved ones and the people around us, because sometimes you just need somebody. You don't need something. You need someone. Sometimes you just need somebody to say, everything's going to be okay. You know what I mean? You don't need people to question you and tell you how to do something. I don't need you to tell me that. I just need you to, don't criticize me. Just say, you know what, Lex, everything's going to be okay. And I'm here for you when you need me and if you need me always. That's it. That means the world. That means the world. And I hope you can feel that from me, because I am here for you. I'm here for you. If you have a question or anything, you can always email me. I'm here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. But support is important, and especially from people who we love. Who we love. My daughter is one of my biggest cheerleaders and biggest supporters. And she's always here for me, always. And that brings me to the next question. What exists in abundance in my life or in your life? What exists in abundance in your life? What exists in abundance in my life is just love. Love, grace, and gratitude exist in abundance for me. I follow Louise Hay and her teachings and practices, and which is what I wanted my video to be on this morning, but I wasn't quite ready for that conversation yet. But we'll get to that in another couple of videos, or maybe even later today. We'll get to that. But, I'm just grateful, and I'm loved, and I love, and I have so much gratitude for everything around me. No, is this the place where I want to be? No. But I'm grateful that I have this roof over my head. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful that we're able to live here. My mother, when I lost my job in 2014, everything was in my name, everything. And when I lost my job, I couldn't get us a place to live. We had to move from where we were, which was such a beautiful place, and I loved it there. But the rents were just too high, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to keep that up if I didn't find something right away. And at that time, I was still looking for work. I wasn't considering disability, even though my body was really broken and I knew that I was in pain and I couldn't keep up, but I was still going on interviews. And so, I wasn't ready yet to give up, but I knew that I couldn't afford to live in that place. So we went searching, we went looking for so many places, and the rents were so high, and we found this place. And this place, like I told you, if you're new here, you don't know, but like I mentioned in previous video, was built, I believe, in 1982, the year I graduated high school. And if it wasn't 82, it's 84. When I was 20 years old, and I'm now 60. So this place is either 42, getting ready to be 43 years old, and they have not done any renovations. So it's the pressed sawdust cabinets, and everything is broken, and the infestation of roaches is a big problem. This building that I live in is infested. We never had a roach. We've been here for 11 years, never had a problem with a roach or a rodent. And since last year, I've noticed bugs, and I'm like, where are they coming from? And as I mentioned in a previous video, one of the maintenance men, Mr. Willie, dear Mr. Willie, he doesn't work anymore, he retired. And he says, oh, your neighbors had a roach infestation. And he says the roaches were so rampant in there, you could see them just crawling up the walls in droves and up on the ceiling. He said he never saw anything like it. And I'm like, what? Those people were evicted. That apartment is still vacant right now. But I noticed that they're here. They've come through. So they're in like my cabinets. They're mostly like out in the front area. So there are none in my bedroom or anything like that. Knock on wood, thank God. And as I say that, something might come crawling up the wall behind me. You know what I mean? As I say that. But, yeah, the cabinets, it's really bad. We find them in places that you should not be finding a bug. Okay, and I'm just going to leave it at that. And so they're in the dishwasher. They're in the stove. I don't even use my stove to cook with. We can't leave anything out. And we've done so many things, and they come and spray. That stuff doesn't work, and it just drives them. It brings them, I feel like, more, it attracts them. So I have little things that I put down, and that's helping, little poison things, but I have little Miss Ma'am. So I can't have sprays, and I can't have poison, and I can't have things. So I'm looking to natural kind of things, or things that won't hurt her. And one of the things that somebody told me about was some chalk. So I've got to go to the dollar store sometime within the next week or two and get some chalk and crumble it up and leave it around in the places where I know Miss Ma'am doesn't go to, and see if that will attract them. You know what I mean? Because when the world is gone, when we're all gone from here, they will still be here. I mean, they've been here since the beginning of time. It's like they don't, and I was watching a documentary on them and on the roaches, and they can hold their breath and play dead. And I've seen it firsthand. You think they're dead and they're not. They can hold their breath for, I think, about 40 minutes. And they can pretend. They can swim in water. They can do all kinds of things. You think that you're killing them and getting them? No, you're not. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. So my whole life, until I was 59 years old, I have not had to deal with any of that. Except, I take that back. When I lived in the Virgin Islands, of course, we have mahogany birds, which are the flying roaches. You're in the tropics. That's there. We have lizards. We have all that stuff. And I have all that here. We have flying roaches here. We have lizards here in North Carolina. I feel like I'm back on St. Croix, except for the weather. All of that is here. And then like I mentioned, we have been praying and praying for a cat because we saw one rodent. And when Miss Ma'am as a little kitten walked up the stairs, 16 steps, she walked up to my front door and rubbed against me and was just crying and crying. And I said, where did you come from? And she walked right in the front. I opened the door and she walked in. So I couldn't put her out. She was mine then. She lived here then. We have a lot of strays around and a lot of stray cats. And I see another cat sometimes and I wonder if that's her mom. And she's so sweet, but she came in as a kitten and she handled it. And we thought we only had one. but then she killed one, and I'm like, oh my God, she got it. And then I looked at that mouse, and I'm like, that's not the mouse that was in here. And she killed another one, and that wasn't it either. And then she got the third one, which was the original one that we saw. There were 3 of them living amongst us. And that is nuts. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. So, you know, the abundance that I have for Miss Ma'am coming here and being here, I am so grateful. So grateful to the Creator, Mother God, Goddess, Father, whoever you want to call. I am so grateful to the spirits above and the angels and saints who sent her, because I prayed and I asked for her, and she came. She came. I didn't know it would be Miss Ma'am, but she came. You know, so I am so grateful, and that is abundance, you know, having gratitude and being grateful, even though this place is not where I want to be. You know what I mean? But I can't let that bring me down. The abundance of just having a roof over my head, because so many people don't. And in this climate conditions and everything, there are so many people who are homeless and don't have it, you know? And as I started to say, when we were looking for places, I couldn't get approved for any place. And when we came here, I applied and I couldn't get approved. And my mother applied and they approved her. So my name was never on the lease in this apartment. This apartment was my mother's. And we've been here for 11 years. My mother's been gone now for 4. And I'm here. And I'm grateful. You know what I mean? And that's all I can say about that. I'm grateful. But, you know, I have asked, and I ask my ancestors and my guides and my spirits and saints every day, and the angels up above, you know, to secure a safe space for us. A place that is bright and light and airy and new and convenient, and that has all the amenities that we need, and a brand new stove and new appliances and everything that are not infested with bugs and all of that. I talk about that every day. When I talk to my people, I talk about that every single day. And so I know that that is coming, you know, and I keep hearing about all the things that are getting ready to happen for me and everything. And I know that's one of them. And I know that's coming soon. You know, I feel it. I do feel that. I know that that's coming, and that's going to be provided to us. And then the next questions, I have a couple more. The next one that I want to do is, when I die, what do I want my legacy to be? And that was such a good, when I saw that one was actually, let's see, right here on the cover. So when I saw that question, I'm like, oh, I love that question, because I want my legacy to be that, you know, I didn't meet a stranger, that everybody was my dear, dear friend who I met, because you all are definitely my dear friends, and you're in here. I've already told you that. You know what I mean? There will never be, if this platform ever built up to be 1 million people on here, you will be the real ones, because you were my first friends here, and I will never forget that, and I will never forget you, and I will shout you out until the end of time. So yes, yes, and yes, and yes. You know, I'm not going to ever be that convoluted. And so yes. And I want people to, my legacy to be that I was a kind person, a giving person, an understanding person, and somebody who made them feel or made you feel loved. That's what I want my legacy to be always. You know, I don't do anything negative to anyone else. You know, I don't. But I do speak my mind. You know what I mean? And I am a Leo, and I have that Leo energy. And I do. You're not going to step over me. You're not going to step over my daughter or anyone that I love. Because I don't play about you, and I don't play about mine. So if somebody's coming in here and thinks they're going to be coming here and trash talking it, no, that's not happening at all. Because I don't play about you, and I don't play about me. I don't play about my daughter. So no way. You know, so definitely, you know, I'm sweet and I'm bubbly and I'm everything, you know, because that's just me. It's always been me since the day I was born. I've always been this person. Forever and ever, I've always been this person. And everybody who knows me says that. Like, Lexi, you're always bubbly. You're always, and that's always been me. You know, it takes too much energy for the alternative. And I know that, and I know my energy. I have to be up. You know, I always have to be up. When I'm around some negative energy or just energy that's just really low, I feel it so deeply, and my energy, just quickly kind of switches, and then I know I can't be in that place. I can't be in that place because that's just not me. I have to be up. I have to be up. So yeah. So when I die, what do I want my legacy to be? My legacy to be that I was the amazing, sexy Lexi. And that I was kind and loving and funny, and that I made you smile. So that's what I want my legacy to be, for sure, for sure. And the last one for today, the last question is, if I could buy a piece of art, what would it be? And if my daughter's watching this, she knows. It's my little lady. And my little lady, you ask, whom? It is the Mona Lisa, my little lady in Paris. If I could buy any piece of art in the world and she was available to purchase and I could afford her, she would be here with me. She would be here right now. She would be here. Me, her, and Yappy. The Mona Lisa, she would be right here. I just love that painting. Da Vinci, I just love that. I love that painting so much. And that is one of my plans. I think I told you all that the places that I've wanted to go were any place that my mother has been, because she was a traveler. But also to Bora Bora is the first place that I'm going after I go to St. Croix, because I haven't been home in like almost 27 years. So definitely have to go to St. Croix. But after that, I am going to Bora Bora, where I hope that I have enough money that I could stay there for like a month. I'm dead serious about that. And I'm going to Tahiti. And I am going to Paris. Now, the Mona Lisa is being moved out of the Louvre into her own place, which she deserves, because so many people come there and disrespect her, throw things on her. They have her in this glass cage, poor little thing. I mean, the nerve. What has she ever done to anybody? What has she done? She's just beautiful, and I love her. So, if I could buy a piece of art, what would it be? It would be the Mona Lisa. And then second to the Mona Lisa would be any of the Van Goghs, because I love Van Gogh. So yeah, so that's a little bit about me today in the 3001 questions about me. So that was how many questions? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. 6 questions today. So yeah, just a little something about me. I think that's fun. I know we'll go live with that soon. And if you didn't know, I went live yesterday by accident. By accident. I was pressing buttons on my phone and all of a sudden I went live. Like, oh, oop. But of course, I didn't press the public because I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't. So my video didn't go public, but 2 people were on with me, the beautiful Miss Kristen Louise and my beautiful Ange. So they were on with me for the whole time. I was on for almost 18 minutes. So if you can see it, it's an unlisted video, but I think you can see it on my platform here. So go take a look. It's so funny. It's so cute. It's me. It's definitely me, because that's something I would do, not knowing what I'm doing and pressing a button and be like, oh, here I am. So, yes, I am going to do another live. I don't know if I'm going to do one today, because I know all of my friends, I need to have moderators, and the beautiful Ange is my first moderator, and I love that. She's always, when they say, do I have the support that I need? Miss Ange, in this little period of time, I feel like she's a part of my family. All of you all are part of my family, most definitely. And I feel like she is, and also Nancy, and Sally. And I feel like they are, and especially Nancy and Ange, and Miss Essence of the Moon, Selena, because they're always, there for me. You know what I mean? No matter what. In this little space of time, this little space of time. And I'm so grateful and so appreciative. So appreciative. So appreciative. So yes. So that's it for this Sunday morning. Happy Sunday. I guess this is a happy Sunday ramble or Q&A with Lexi, which I'm the one doing the Q&A. Not you. So if you do have questions, though, and you want to ask me questions, you can. I would love to answer those. I'd love to do a Q&A video. I have my other phone, so I can always be looking at my phone and do a Q&A. And maybe we could go live with that. So if you ask me questions, I'll do it. Yeah, that'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. So anyway, my loves, I'm listening to my beautiful bossa nova music. And I'm going to go and maybe have something to eat. I need to go and start my steps that I do every day and get that going. And I'm down 108 pounds today. Whoop, 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 whoop. 108 pounds down today. So I'm getting there. I am so close now. I'm so close, so close. Wonderland is in my grasp. And 2 years ago, I couldn't say that, but now I can. And, that's going to be a video that I do too. Weight loss at 60, because they tell you, you can't lose weight after 30, and that's a lie. And yes, I do have a little bit of help because I am taking Manjaro, but as a 60-year-old, that doesn't work for me. Like the girly pops you see all over who take it, and they're super thin in like 2 minutes. No. Absolutely not. And that really is not for weight loss. It's basically for my diabetes, but it does help with weight loss. And I am a type 2 diabetic, so that's why I am prescribed that. I didn't go to a doctor and say, oh yeah, give me this because I want to lose weight. No, I was prescribed it because of my diabetes. So yeah, so I'm so proud of myself. I'm almost 110 pounds down. I'm going to be posting that in the community page when that happens. So I'm so excited. So excited. So have a beautiful, beautiful day, as our beautiful Miss Tabitha Brown says. But if you can't, don't go around messing up anybody else's here, especially on this beautiful Sunday. Don't do that. Go sit down somewhere and be still. Do some deep breathing. And while we say that, let me send you some love, some positive energy. I'm so grateful for you. I have so much gratitude for you. Oh my goodness, so much, so much. Makes me cry. I have so much gratitude for you. I love you so much. I'm so grateful to you. And I want the positive energy to just flow from me to you today. My gift to you. So I love you. Deuces. Before I start, waterhead me. Before I start, because I will. And you know what's coming next. And if you don't know, if you're new here, you don't know. And if you stayed this far, nobody left me any diamonds yesterday. So if you stayed this far today, leave an orange heart emoji down below. Or any heart, any color heart you want to leave. Leave it down below. Love you plenty.